collectors. I'm Anthony with Anthony's Comic Book Art. Let's give us some time to wander into the Friday claim sale of Anthony's Comic Book Art. And we're getting started at what I would call a very reasonable Eastern Standard Time. We've been going off at like 4 or 5, but I wanted to get started a little later, see if that made any impact on sales with today's claim sale. Okay? So, just to start out, I did get some. Are you with me?
Yep.
I did get some high-grade westerns, and 12 centers. 9.0, 9.4, 9.4. I thought some of these might have had a shot. Well, they did have a shot. These kind of 9.6s. They were all in one kind of run together of like uncirculated 12 centers. All right, so we have a Spider-Man 330, 361, 575. The high on this book has been $800. I love this one. I remember going through this one time and time again when I was a kid. The Marvel Tales 1 with all the origins, the reprints of the origins. Got a G.I. Joe, a real American hero, not a fake one. $500, $495. Avengers 7, classic Kirby cover with the villains. The villains. Chantress, Zemo. And then we have the Weapon Alpha from Alpha Flight. And that's what Alpha Flight was. It's kind of like the first appearance of Alpha as in Flight, because that's the first appearance of Alpha. All right, so now people have been asking me about these tins, and I got these tins. I didn't have any tins, and then the person that had these, that I got these from, found the batch of tins. So I can offer this 9.9 at $1,200 that includes the tin, and the 9.8 at $600 that includes a tin. And sticking with the Spider-Man, we got a signed Todd McFarlane signature series type. Well, a verified signature, actually, not signatures. That's CBCS. All right. First Boba Fett, 9.4. First Zatanna, 11 Hun. The #1 Archie, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The first Thor versus Hulk, 8.0, which is nice. Really nice for that age of a 12 center. And the first Amadeus Cho, 16. I love this cover. It's such a great cover. Sergeant Fury and the Howling Commandos, Captain America, and Bucky appearance. And they tell about Cap's meeting with Sergeant Fury, who is Nick Fury, so that's pretty important. This X-Men 100 at 9.4, 560. I like this one. It's a Conan 23, first Red Sonja. And they made an announcement. It's signed by Roy Thomas. And he has the story credit. Spider-Man 100, 475 at an 8.5. All right. Moving on over. So, like a week ago, I had 4 of these, but now I only have 1. And this one jumped up. 12 Hun. It's just a regular one. But the last sale on this was $1,200. So have the first Falcon at 117 at 7.5, 1300. First Zoom 5.5, 875. Just a nice copy of a World's Finest 74. That's in an old label. And then we have a newsstand Harley. $7.25. I think I said this last week. I mean, this is also, remember, they don't credit it as such, but this was the first time they brought Barbara Gordon back into the DCU as Batgirl, because she had been Oracle. So then we have a newsstand, first Deadpool, 700. A Journey into Mystery, 103. Really nice. First Enchantress, I love her. She's so hot when she's evil. Okay, so I put a number on this as far as the resto on it. Apparent 80. And you gotta... We have restoration includes color touch, pieces added, cleaned. So a real 80 would be, what was it, $8,000?
Mm-hmm.
And usually, like any sort of color touch or just one thing, I'd be like half. But I took it down. A lot. So. All right, so we have a X-Men 94 at 3,300. A Journey 1.5 at 5,000. A Hulk 181. What did we decide on that? 8,000? 8,000 on the 181. High sale on that was 9,000 recently. We had the headline. I have a time payment offer at 55, but I was really holding out at 6. And first Justice League at 55. And the first Archie cover, 47.50. And this crazy KKK cover at $5,000, 5,923. All right. So we have a whole row of pre-code horror. And The Thing number 4. Weird Thrillers number 3. That's a nice one. That's like a mermaid fighting a sea monster in a pulp style painted cover. That's really pretty. That's nice. Looks like Mira. My wife is a mermaid. Weird Mysteries number 2 at $450. Look how horrible that is. So horror. The Thing number 11, 600. This magazine is haunted, number 4. Ghost Comics number 7. Chilling Tales 16. It's one of those bondage ghouls throwing a beautiful blonde into a pit full of whatever. Just a nice FF for 200. Great Doctor Doom. Classic Kirby cover in that, like, the villain is like a giant and then the heroes are small in comparison. You felt like that induced more drama, because Kirby definitely invented that. JLA. Oh, it's a double cover. That's why I have it up here. Who Framed Roger Rabbit 9.8. You know, it's a 9.8. Got a Jetsons. How cool is the Jetsons? Like Star Trek and the Jetsons, like all that stuff came true. Right? Got a couple Micronauts, 9.6, 9.8, 9.4, with updated prices. I got a lot of stuff that came up in the queue this week, but I didn't get a lot of, another box back really. I did get some stuff back, but they're not really claim sale material. They're above claim sale material. I got to figure it out. I mean, I could show them off a little bit, but then everybody would want prices. I got an AF-15 back. I got another Hulk 181, another giant size. I got to figure those out. I got a really good call today for next week. I'm going to see a big collection. A lot of signed stuff in it. That's good. I'll have that available probably later towards the next week. Later next week. The guy only sells to me. And I got a big collection from him about a year ago. So I'm looking forward to doing the last part of that sale. I mean buy, I should say. And Dueling Dealers is going well. Tune in on Wednesdays. We did our special Billigan's Island episode on Wednesday where we were in character for most of the time. And that was, got a lot of good feedback about, being genuinely entertaining. So that was fun. Does anybody have any questions about any books? Just let us know and we'll get right back to you. We can, like page quality or anything like that, we'll definitely let you know. All right. Okay, so I'm Anthony with Anthony's Comic Book Art. You guys keep calm, keep collecting, and we'll see you Monday.